I wanted to talk about truth and information. If we seek or search information from the Bible and only from the Bible, we've got to ask ourselves why. Why are we only seeking from the Bible? Is it because God told us to, or is it because man has told us to? And when it comes to truth, the truth is, if God is in all things and of all things, and He's created all things, and then we have, and His love doesn't discriminate. So His love doesn't divide. So we have to have a look at the truth, and we have to look at the truth in all things. And so how do we do that when we are discriminating or judging certain information, whether it's from the Bible, history, or even the information of the Planet X or the conspiracy information? And so what God has done for me, and what He tells me to break away from the enemy and the division and the way he wants to suppress your information that you, and the truths that you have come to you. He tells me to seek through all information openly, and not to judge or discriminate against the information, but to be patient and rest in the information. And so if you start to go through the information of the Bible and you sit it there, but you don't actually get emotionally involved in it and go, oh, I believe in that. You just sit all of the words and the meanings, you sit them there, and then you seek more information, say from history and the archons, the ancient scriptures, and any information, and all information should be placed in front of you openly, and then that patience that you acquire, that the eternal Creator gives you an understanding of, it's there to allow it to shine His love, His light, His wisdom on the truth. And so if you get all this information lined up, and then you've got new information that you've put underneath it, and you're just consistently growing in wisdom, and wisdom, she moves through all of this information with you and for you in order to help after the fact that the truth is lit up. So if the truth lights up in this bit of information in the Bible, and then you start to see in the new information it line up with this, and sometimes 2 or 3 truths will line up, and this is why we've got to keep seeking and keep searching, because the enemy's done well to make the truth look 99% truth, but we know that truth is unalterable, incorruptible, and the fact of the matter is, God's truth would not have a 1% nothing of a lie in it. So we know to keep searching if there are 2 or 3 different truths that are like, well, they add up, they look right. Okay, the archons, the Anunnaki, the Bible, and the fallen angels, they all add up, yeah, okay. And so if we keep openly seeking information, sitting in front of us, and then sitting in prayer and allowing the Father to move through it, His wisdom, she'll move through this this information with you, and His Spirit of truth will move through this information with you too, and keep lining up until you actually see the true Creator, the true source, the true immeasurable one, incorruptible one, the true love that we are made of, and that who we are and where we come from. And I'm still in seeking through my journey, and my journey here, stuck in this cycle. But one thing I know it's been instilled in me is that the Creator has put inside my heart is that the difference between the enemy and his manipulative love that has a motive attached every time, to the Father's eternal, immeasurable love that has nothing attached ever. It's pure. Nothing will attach itself to it. See, there's no motive for why he wants to love. Whereas the enemy's made love look like in the church, for instance, when you've got to go in and there's a motive to loving, and it is to either have them come and join or have them sit next to them in church, and even if it's I want them to see I love them. No, there's truth in the eternal Creator's love that it instills. Love exists on its own, and you don't even need to show it, you just know it. It's a truth, the truth. So there's a difference there, and that's where my searching is at the moment, is to try and find a big enough line to divide, to be able to experience and share that divide. So the Father's love, eternal, pure love, and the enemy's subtle, manipulative love can have a large enough divide in it for people to go, oh, okay, that makes sense. So all information, and I keep saying this, all information is what the Father is. This is how he can speak to and through us. And if we empty ourselves as a vessel, like he wants us to, and empty our cup and be a vessel for him, then we can't have one information from the Bible sitting there in the forefront all the time, and then moving around it, trying to see, and then that information over there, comparing it to the Bible, having it what you're worshipping, really. And this is what the Father's trying to say. We've got to be very careful. It's like discriminating against someone else and judging. We've got to be very careful that we're not doing it with information. And I have the feeling and thoughts and in my heart that if we can learn through openingly looking at all information without laughing through, that's ridiculous, and without stating a belief in it, saying that is truth, that both those reasons and everything in between on that spectrum are a big problem, massive problem. There is no patience, there is no resting in making an automatic decision. And we've got thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years of information that have been coming to this earth. So really taking one part of information and holding on to it because we've been led to or asked to, or we believe God says it, when Christ really teaches us how to let go of all information, have it all lined, and let the Father line it up and light it up for you. Once we start doing that, we know the Father is in control of our vessel and our thoughts and our mind and our soul, which is exactly what Christ said we need to do, is to trust in him. And so if we are not seeking through this, and we are prejudiced and discriminative and biased and laughing and all these different things, whatever the enemy wants, then rethink, prayer, Christ. Put Christ in your forefront of your mind, your heart. Seek, do what he was doing, say what he was saying, and feel what he was feeling, and get to know the Father. Pray the Father into it, and let him shatter the old belief systems that you bow down to, no matter what it is. And even today, if I believe what I'm believing right now, I will shatter them by the end of the day. And then tomorrow, the new information, and this is how I will come to the truth that I am seeking. And wisdom, she is just flowing through all information. Everything, the atoms, the particles, everything around us is just flowing with the Spirit of the Father. And there is no bypassing him. The enemy has lost. He knows this. So, that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys, and thank you.